The truth of who you really are is beyond who you think you are. It is not about becoming your best version, but it is about becoming your soul version. It is about becoming who you are in Jesus. Once you become who you are in Jesus, everything else falls in place for you much very naturally. But however, till the time you become who you are in God, who you are as a child of God, there are tests, there are trials, there are tribulations. And you go through these tests, trials, and tribulations to finally realize that you do not have to endure any of those things. You do not have to go through any of those pain. You do not have to go through any of those suffering. You do not have to go through any of those blistering wounds. You do not have to suffer anymore because enough is really, really enough. And you do not have to endure those pain any longer. Whatever you've been through, whatever you're going through, whatever the tests you've put yourself through, you are putting them on you. You are going through those things because you think on some level you deserve them. And in every level where you are thinking you deserve them, when you choose to realize that you are loved by God even in those places, you start to soften. You start to become more kind to yourself. You start to feel less of that push that you are constantly facing to put in a lot of hard work. Finally, you start to be at peace, be at a state of calmness, and finally, you can allow yourself to be seen, to be heard, to be known in your true essence, in your true truth of who you truly, truly are on a soul level, who you were created to be. It is in that state of consciousness as who you were created to be. It is in that state of being as who you were created to be. You start to nurture yourself. You start to love yourself. You start to feel yourself. You start to fill that cup in your heart with a lot of love, with a lot of unconditional presence. You finally start to realize that you are but an extension of that very love. You start to feel that you are but love, having a human experience. You start to realize that love is everything. So you literally are everything. You literally are the universe having a human experience. You start to feel a sense of connection. You start to feel a state of unification. You start to feel a state of oneness. You start to feel a state of serendipity. You start to go past all the barricades to just know that you are one with all that is in love. You are love, and you are in love, and in love you are love, and everything else is love, and you are one with all that is, because love is all that is. In that essence of realization, you finally reach a point where you no longer are held back by any form of barricade. All the resistances in you are gone now, and you can feel that the resistances are but places where you cannot trust that God is present with you, even in those resistances, even in those parts where they are painful, they are hurting, they're scared. Even in that fear, God is present with you, loving you in your fear. And in that love, you are experiencing a state of freedom in every corner of your being. In that state of freedom, you finally meet your true essence of who you truly are, inside and out. You become who you truly are and start to observe the world through the lens of love. It is in the lens of love, it is in the serendipity of love, it is in the relinquished essence of being who you truly are. It is in the essence of fullness of being love in every corner of your being. In the flickering truth of love, in the flickering truth of essence of being love, you rise past all the barricades. You rise past all the resistances. You rise past all the fear and you become love, rising in love, shining in love, glorifying in love, expanding in love, stretching in love, being the infinite being you are in love, and thereby fulfilling yourself in every corner of being in the essence of but love, because you are love.